Check 1 2, check 1 2. Miami on the rocks. Casey Chopz. Make sure you follow us on that Instagram at MIA on the rocks. Follow us on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. It's been like day number 20 of straight rain. Like,
oh my God.
Yo, I've never seen rain like this.
I was just telling my friend that usually, oh damn, I almost made out with this. Usually in Miami, it's like July.
Yeah.
With the rain,
but even in July, it's not like this.
It wasn't like this. It wasn't.
That shit is crazy.
Global warming, coronavirus.
Yeah, we just out here dodging everything. I'm hyped though. I mean, how you been? How's your mental? How's your physical?
Mental is all over the place, good and bad. Mainly good. But I feel like this year's been so much bullshit. And like as a DJ, right, you start questioning your career with everything going on. So that's like where...
Did he leave the door open?
Yeah.
I didn't mean like literally open. You know what I mean? Like I should have said unlock, right? Hold on.
He literally left it open. That is so funny. He left that bitch wide open. The camera might have just seen a titty. But it's okay. Some Janet Jackson shit.
Yeah, unless you want to put a paywall behind it, give people a smooth.
The OnlyFans.
How much is a titty worth now? Like $49.99, like
right.
a 50 piece.
Nah. OnlyFans is probably like 5 cents.
These girls have got titties on Instagram on the regular, not even behind the paywall. Shit is wild.
Have you seen the Instagram thing of like the new IG promo for the girls trying to promote their OnlyFans, that they're like have their legs up with their toes like hanging? It's like a pussy shot with their toes showing,
like covering it.
No, it's like I don't want.
Because they're not giving. Yeah. Yo, you went to like you thought about like reenacting
I really did think about it.
This is wasn't gonna say, but they're covering it obviously. Like they're not.
So okay, they're wearing like a thong or a bathing suit.
Okay.
They're laying back, cameras in front. So like they have their legs up like this and their toes. So they're showing the punani and the toes, advertising both for the OnlyFans. So to see the shot,
because the toe OnlyFans is running shit right now, and now they're giving you the 2 for 1, the toes and the punani.
2 for 1, like
great the one-stop shop.
It is serious. Like Instagram with COVID has gone. The levels of porno.
You realized how many women were just this close to just being a prostitute. You know what I mean? Like so many women.
But it's crazy that girls you wouldn't even expect.
Yeah.
They sold out
for that money,
but not even sold out. You don't know people's situations.
I was gonna say, how do you feel about that? Because I don't like judging women. You know what I mean? Like I'm not quick to like.
I super believe in owning your sexuality. Like I admire girls who can smash a dude and not give a fuck. I think it's awesome. Yeah. Because I can't. I'm emotional as fuck. Yeah. I catch feelings, so I'm like a wannabe slut, but I can't be.
Are you one of the ones who like in the beginning you front like you can be cold? Like if he says, "Yo, I'm not into a relationship," and at the beginning you tell yourself, "Yeah, I got this. All right, cool. We're just having fun."
Nah.
Then
go ahead.
Nah.
Go ahead.
And then I was gonna say, then a week and a half go by and it's like, oh shit, he got good dick, and now it's like oh shit, now I'm getting feelings, but I just told him already that we were on the same page and why is he not texting me?
Right. This is problems I deal with. This is fucking situations I deal with daily with my hair. But okay, the thing is with that, if a guy were to up front tell me like that's not what I'm looking for, blah 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 blah, I wouldn't even go to that next step with them.
Oh, so that would happen before the physical part. Yeah.
Well, usually every time I've gotten physical with somebody, I've talked about that. It's
understood that you guys are together and then...
Well, not together. Just like there's either people are looking for something or they're not. I'm not one that's thinking I'm going to convince you otherwise by some box.
Yeah. I'm always the one to be like right now, like what I've had to use during the quarantine and just the time that I'm in my life is I'm not looking for anything, but I'm definitely, I don't do in exclusivity. Like I'm only going to be with you. You know what I mean? I don't want to put pressure on the situation. I don't want to put a title on it because right now, especially, for DJs right now, it's like we're figuring shit out. Like we don't really have time in my opinion, I don't really have time to like, to have a girlfriend right now, you know, like I got to figure my shit out right now. 100%. So, but at the same time, like the person that I deal with at the time, it's understood that, we're exclusive. Like I'm not out
You're not messing with other people. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? But what's the point of that shit? Like, what is the point of being
everybody needs something, right? Everyone needs someone, right?
But we're exclusive. But if I fuck someone else, you can't say nothing because we're just exclusive. We're not in a relationship.
No. That's if we're exclusive, meaning that if you fuck someone else, that's deceitful. That's deception.
Right. So you're in a relationship.
No. You're in an entanglement. I don't know. Like you're in a situationship.
That's a fuckboy. That's a fuckboy shit.
We're not in a relationship.
Okay.
And you're the only person I'm dealing with, though. Like, so when we see each other, we have fun, but I don't have the time that you deserve to give you for us to put a title on this right now. Like, you know what I mean?
So you're not giving them 100%. That's what makes the difference between that and a relationship.
I don't have time to see you 4 days a week. We could see each other like 2 times a week. You know what I mean? Like, cause I'm busy and it could be that 2 times a week we have fun, but the texting like every day thing and seeing you all the time and all that, like, I don't know.
I get it.
I don't know. I'm fucked up in the head.
No, you're not. No, I think everybody deserves their time. I think everybody knows when they're ready for something. There's people who don't know that and they just want to be next to somebody and they get in situations that they wouldn't be in typically just because they don't want to be alone. So I respect that 100%. Yeah.
And I feel like I've just been living so like by myself for so long that I fell too in love with my solidarity, like being by myself, you know, just like. How do you have any issues with dating as far as like you being in the nightlife and being a DJ? Because like men have that with women, right? And
it's way worse with us.
How does that work?
It's way worse. So my ex was a DJ himself, and it was a beautiful relationship because he understood me, I understood him.
Y'all spoke each other's language, like
100%. That was such an awesome relationship, right? And like even like girls would talk shit to him at the club or whatever. I didn't care because I know what it was. Yeah. And we lived together. So it was like, it was awesome. Yeah. But I find myself being insecure moving forward with other people because it's like, who's going to understand that? And who's going to know that I'm not flawed like that? You've been in Miami. Have you heard of Peewee be fucking on this dude? No. Like, I'm proud of that. That guys don't say that. I'm not
even in the mix like that to know. Right. I don't even like to be around places where I would hear something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Well, I get scared because I have heard comments from people when, you know, they're getting to know me. Like, you're a DJ in Miami. I know what that comes with. When it's like...
Nah, you don't, because guess what? You're a female DJ. Like, there's not a lot of like other female DJs that a regular person could reference and be like, you're like her. You know what I mean? Don't be like her. You know, so I don't think anyone.
I'm not gonna say
okay. I feel you.
I'm not gonna say there are, because look, a lot of girl DJs now are like the IG model, booty model, turn DJ. They're not DJ first.
Facts.
You get me?
Facts.
So that's where I think that the bad connotation comes from or stems from, because everyone has that like idea that girls get booked because how they look.
Yeah. I mean, do you think that's, because I see a lot of these girls, right there, they're getting booked, like
they do,
for having their ass on IG.
I mean, aside from that, like,
but let's be clear, everybody, like, you really know how to DJ. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's make this distinction like right now. Like, you know what? Fuck all the talk that we were just talking about. As far as you DJing, how did that start for you?
Okay. So back in the day, when I was 16, I played basketball my whole life, right?
Me too.
And when I was 16, I tore my ACL. So the only thing I knew how to do was play basketball, play softball. So in that time when I got injured and like the schools I was talking to turned away and all that, I was really fucking depressed. So in the depression, I learned how to make beats, and I was a producer for a long ass time. And
what high school did you go to?
I went to West Broward, Everglades and West Broward. So I'm a 954
You're like baby. A Miramar chick.
Yeah, I'm a Pines baby.
I went to Cypress.
Oh, Weston. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm originally from New York, New Jersey, and then here.
Gotcha.
So yeah. In that time of producing, I kept running into issues with men. Like, in the sense that, like, I was in a very vulnerable place. When you're making beats and you're making beats with dudes late night in a studio.
In high school.
Yeah, from high school to college, I kept dealing with situations with guys that were like selling me dreams, and they would have me in the studio with a couple people, but then it was like, you owe me something or this and that. And luckily I never sold out. I was always true to myself, but I think of other women that go through those situations.
The pressures to like say no to that type of pressure. Like,
and I'm talking about, you're not getting in the studio with XYZ if you're not.
Yeah. And
I was like, fuck that. I'm not going then. Sheesh, you know? But I say that to say that in college, I started growing like a bad taste in my mouth for that, for the music, for the production side.
Like going to the studios with all these men and shit.
Like to this day, if I make music, it has to be alone in a room by myself. If I go to a studio session, it's because we have a reference track ready and like we're doing
it's work. It's not like liquor, chicks, like chilling, like.
No. Yeah. And I'm not going to be there till 5 in the fucking morning. Yeah. Like, no, I'm not putting myself in situations. Yeah. But fast forward in college, I was sneaking into Dopey and T shows, which is now the owners of Rolling Loud.
Okay.
They did like big concerts for whatever
artists. They used to do all those underground
right.
hip-hop. Yeah.
So in Tallahassee, I went to FSU. So in Tallahassee, I snuck into every one of their shows. But I snuck in with intentions of sneaking backstage. This is some young girl shit. With intentions to sneak backstage to show the artist my music, my beats.
Oh shit.
That was not the way to do it.
I was gonna say it sounds like a good plan.
But it's not the way to do it.
You got yoked up or something? Like
no, never. Oh. But you looked at as the girl trying to sneak backstage to do something else.
Oh, but no, they don't know that. Yo, I got this USB with this heat on it right now.
And they're like, we don't give a fuck. Yeah. Like you got a fat ass, cool. Damn. Yeah, so it counteracted.
That sucks, man. Like, yeah, I feel like like women definitely have an advantage, but there's another side to the coin,
right?
That doesn't get highlighted like that, you know?
Right, 100%. So I snuck into the show, to a Kendrick Lamar show, and I met his manager. The manager was super respectful, and I told him that I made beats from like the jump. I actually had my friend sneak in and then be like, my friend's outside, let me grab her. So then I came in and she was like, yo, she makes beats. So it worked out.
Yo, everybody, you need that friend that brags for you. Yes. It's important to have the friend that brags for you.
Yes, because it worked out in my favor. Because I was like, what's she doing back here? Yeah. But whatever. So we connected, and I'm bragging about how I snuck into the show. And the fucking Dopey and T owners, they're like, you snuck in. What? You didn't pay? Like thinking about like yoking me up. Yeah. But nah, he was like, you know what? I'm going to holler at you tomorrow. Ends up being like, you should be a DJ. Like instead of sneaking in these shows and trying to do, like, you should be
from
a DJ.
Rolling Loud, like Matt? Who told?
Tariq.
Okay.
And this other guy, DTO, who's like part of their media stuff. He managed an artist, whatever. What have you. They gave me the idea to DJ. They were like, instead of doing all this shit, like, you should be a DJ and you'll DJ these shows and like it'll be cool. Yeah. You know? And I was like, me be a DJ, not happening.
Even with like your music background and like you were too set to like make beats and make music.
I never thought of that. I never once was like, I dreamed to be a DJ. Yeah. And it just so happened when they told me that, it was Ultra weekend. I remember they released Ultra where you can watch it on YouTube. So I watched it and I saw the DJs and I was like, that could be me. Yeah. Like, oh shit, like that's pretty cool, whatever.
Were you into house music at the time? Or was it
super like
your beats were house? Or
no. So I did like all hip hop stuff and like Latin, if that. And I never like got into that like production wise, but not that I'm opposed to it, but just never got into it. But I was just like, holy shit, like that DJ world is real. And then also most of the DJs are producers, right? So whatever, fast forward, they had me DJ a show and I fell in love with it. I literally learned how to DJ within 24 hours off YouTube.
I was gonna say, you go how to DJ on YouTube? Yeah. And wow,
I swear to God, YouTube University. Dang. I bought a controller, and then
what year was this?
This was 2013. I bought a little Newmark controller, and I went on YouTube University, and I learned the basics to get through a 30-minute set. And that feeling of everything about it. You had to be
nervous as shit, no?
I had to take 3 shots of tequila before I got on that stage.
And then broke out.
Well, that was before I found out I was allergic. I was drinking it fine, and then.
Side note, by the way, like.
Yeah, we discussed before.
Yeah, Peewee is allergic to like tequila, like literally.
Yeah, rum, tequila, everything but whiskey and vodka.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's bad over here.
Damn. You've had some shit like that, like breaking out in the club type shit? Like, oh shit.
Never, because I usually like at work, like, or in the club period, I already knew at that point. It was like chilling that it would happen.
Yeah. Are you like to drink while you're working? Or are you like?
I did. Now I don't. COVID brought out like this healthy side of us, right?
Yeah.
Like this self-care side that I'm like, I wake up early and shit now. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's one thing I'm struggling with. I'm still on DJ time.
Yo.
I've been going to sleep every day at 3, waking up at 11.
Yo, I was waking up at 3 in the afternoon, 2 in the afternoon before this. Like, bad.
Going to sleep at what time?
I could never go to sleep early. Yeah. I would go to sleep at like 5, 6 in the morning, if that. That's a good day.
Yeah, shit.
And now I wake up at 7:30.
Look at you, like chipper and shit.
Yeah.
Like eating strawberries, making like a little...
Listen, I eat breakfast.
Bro, I fantasize about a life like that. Like where I have like a normal life. I've
always fantasized about that.
Because you've been, since 2013, you've been a full-time DJ, like living
I've been a full-time DJ
life.
since 2016.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that life is... I was going to ask you, how do you feel about that life now? Like, I don't know if the quarantine... like
it changed, it shifted.
Yo, I'm going to be completely honest with you, and I don't know if I would say this in front of a lot of DJs, but like, as much as I want to like get back and like work, obviously, and make money, this quarantine is making me feel like I don't want to go back to the nightlife. Yo,
you're preaching to the choir, because the minute that, remember when the Tootsies thing happened, right, that everything opened back up? I was in Texas when that happened. Like I was there, we're working for the weekend. And when I was there and I heard that, I like, my heart sunk a little bit. I was like, oh shit, I'm not ready. Like I'm not ready. I'm not ready to be up till 5 in the fucking morning anymore.
Right.
So I feel what you're saying.
It was like you're drained. I don't know if it's the quarantine that drained us and not like, I don't know. It's just something. Yeah, it's just.
But when you look back, right, you see all the damage we did to our bodies and like the unhealthy lifestyle we live, that now that we're kind of normal because we have no choice. For me, looking back to do that again, like the craziness of fucking DJing till 5 in the morning, going to Denny's at 6 in the morning, going to bed at 8.
See, like I feel you, but that's all the way the extreme. I learned to like, you know, halfway through my DJ career, I was like, all right, the eating after I can't do.
You can't.
You know?
And so I was doing Cameo Fridays. I had a fucking Hennessy ginger ale every time I was there, at least 4 of them to DJ. And then towards the end, I stopped.
I used to be like, if you have 1 day a week, 1 gig a week, you do that, it's cool.
Right.
Like 1 gig a week, you wild out.
Right.
I don't think that's that bad.
It's not, but it got me reliant because I'll be like, damn, let me not drink tonight. And then I'm seeing my energy, because Cameo, you have to have energy.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, my energy's not there. Yo, give me a shot of fucking Henny, and then boom, I'm back up, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't like that reliance at all.
Yeah.
So when we go back, I'm definitely not drinking on the job. Like, for sure not.
And know what else I think about? Like, because it's the South Beach shit that you got to be up till 5. For me, I don't know how you feel about this, but there's a big difference in my mind between going to sleep at 4 and 6. Like if I go to sleep at 4, I'm good. Like I feel like I could wake up at 11, 12, 1, the late, you know what I mean? And feel good, go to the gym. But I feel like if I go to sleep at 6,
it's over.
Then my whole day, I'm on some groggy shit the whole day. That's why, you know, I might edit this out, but like, that's why I keep saying no. Like I'm not living that life where I'm there till 6 in the morning.
Yo,
like,
I totally feel you. I totally fucking feel you. And that shit's always going to be like, DJing will be there. I don't think saying no to that gig is that bad.
And that's why I love Wynwood, you know.
But you know, they're saying with South Beach, they're trying to bring the curfew to 2 a.m. And I hope that happens.
Damn.
That's part of
that
like
would
the
make
regulation.
Wynwood open longer than South Beach, or would that be like both of them?
Well, because they're trying to make it where the traffic now can, after that, they all go to fucking 11 or go wherever they gotta go. But like, it's over for South Beach is so ratchet right now. It's ridiculous. So if they do that, clubs close at 2, I'd be happy. I'd be happy, because I think nightlife's gonna shift to day parties after this. I think
we see it already on Sundays. Like I feel like Friday night died and now Sunday's popping. It's like people don't care about going out Friday nights anymore. They'll go out Saturday night, while out Sunday, and that's it. Right.
You know? Right. 100. I mean, to be 1,000 with you, if I'm out at 10, like by 10:30, if I'm out, I'm like, yo, I'm fucking tired. Actually, I was out Monday night. I went to Prime 112 and it was like 10 o'clock, 10:30, and I was already like, yo, I gotta go home.
What time you been going to sleep?
Yo, I've been going to bed at like 11:30, 12:30.
Damn.
I
like
DJed for Halloween till 5 a.m, and that was so hard for me.
Wow.
I had to drink. I had to because I was like, yo, I'm like,
yeah.
And then you're the fucking DJ. Your energy has to be up.
Facts.
And I would catch myself being like, oh my God, my energy. Fuck.
Yeah.
But
damn.
Yeah.
And then I feel like right now, I feel like the restaurant, because everything is like Wynwood, you're operating as a restaurant right now.
Right.
So it's kind of dope that people are like sitting. It feels like you're DJing in a lounge more.
Yes.
So you don't have to really bring mad energy. You could do an R&B set and like kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Like,
and play around more.
Yeah, exactly.
Like go in the crates more.
Facts.
Right.
Facts. What's your favorite type of music to play?
I think I go by like season. Mm-hmm. I was really like heavy. I got thrown into like this R&B party with Hyde Beach. Mm-hmm. And I just fell fucking in love with DJing R&B because that vibe is just sexy. If you know how to DJ it.
Was it like a chill lounge vibe? Like did the ambiance match everything matched?
Everything. So the venue itself, Hyde Beach, like it's the sexiest vibe. Everyone's dressed sexy because obviously it's South Beach. Mm-hmm. And then you're hearing like, it felt like a 90s video every Thursday.
Fire.
And the way I learned how to DJ that party,
like outside, lights and shit,
everybody dancing. It wasn't a bottle, like there was bottles coming out, but everyone was dancing, and I love that vibe.
That's because
this, like, I love trap shit too. Don't get me wrong. Like I love Moneybagg Yo and like all that.
But we could get that anywhere, like
right. But like that dance floor vibe. Oh my God, I miss that so much. And like to DJ that every week and like to learn the format of it, because with R&B you gotta kind of be fast and go to like the good part, the sing-along parts. When you let the shit ride too long, the energy dies. So like learning that and like just keeping the energy up, it was so dope. And it closed at 2, so I was fine with it.
How long did that party last?
We started that it was like a 6-month run, and it was like going.
Damn, I feel like I want to do some shit like that, like on Wednesday somewhere, and do like a wine special and call it the Wine Down.
Yeah,
and just wind down and play like all like R&B, like
right.
Yo, I told my boy when he left, I'm like, yo, when you come back with the liquor, leave the door open. And he left the shit like open. I should have said unlocked. I'm like, yo.
Nah, he literally left it open for anybody to walk in.
Yeah.
I'm 100% with that.
Yeah. Like
oh, you got the
come on, Ryan. It's cool. Scrap. You brought the hem boy. Yo, we about to make you famous, Ryan.
Oh, you're making me famous?
Yeah. You're in the back.
Yes. Audible books. I do that now too. I read listen to an Audible book. That meditate and shit. It's different over here.
Oh shit, let's get you earthy.
I'm earthy. I'm an earth sign.
You listen to Erykah Badu and Janae Aiko and light incense at the crib?
And Jill Scott.
You sit on the floor?
Nah. I don't do that.
No, I like earthy chicks, yo. Like earthy chicks. Like,
well, you're a Scorpio. Scorpios like earth. Well, they like Capricorns.
But when I say earthy, I mean earthy like chicks that are like into vibe. They say words like vibes and energy and light incense and Janae Aiko, Erykah Badu. They try to like, if I say I'm feeling sick, they try to prescribe you like things to take, like herbs and shit. Like
they're just a vibe.
Yeah, hell yeah. Earthy chicks.
Yeah, I hate to say, I'm not talking about myself, but every earthy chick that I know are like super freaks too on the side.
I believe that too.
Yeah, because they tap in, like Janae Aiko. You see the shit she talks about?
Yeah.
Like it's all peace and love.
She had a song called Pussy Fairy.
Pussy Fairy is like the fucking song for every earthy chick.
Is that the one where she's not even... What's the song where it's not even like a beat? There's no drums. It just feels like sounds and shit.
Pussy Fairy.
Yeah, is that it?
Yeah.
That's
I love that song.
You fuck with that? Is that even a song? Like,
yeah, what?
Like,
that's an anthem.
I think we're thinking of something different. I think she has a song on her album that's like, it just sounds like the main menu on PlayStation, like you know when you get on the side.
Should we play it right now?
Yeah,
so we can make sure.
Ryan, you could just bring the Patron bottle and the ice. I'm just trying. The thing is with me is that I can't be because I'm gonna send text messages I don't want to send. Yo, for real, my quarantine. Like, thank God I haven't been medicating with like.
Are you one of those people though? Like, you send the drunk text?
Yeah, especially in the quarantine. I've had.
Were you doing like Bumble? Bumble during quarantine must have been kind of
too
lit.
many white girls on Bumble for me.
So what do you use?
I don't. Instagram.
You slide in the DM.
If you pop it on Instagram, like that shit is like Uber Eats.
My situation now, he slid in the DMs. And I never fucking respond to DMs.
How many, like, you go to like not the DMs, but the other screen where it's like the DM request. It's nasty over there.
Yo, I get dick pics daily. Well, not daily, but a lot. Like above average. I think it's kind of weird.
Yeah, a lot of women are doing that.
I got a weird DM today, but my DMs are very strange.
No, every woman that comes here and we talk about their DMs, they all say it's crazy. All of them, dick pics, everything. Like, I don't know what these guys are doing, but it's wild out here.
I mean, it worked for one person, but
no. You was like, oh shit, this one is different. He's different.
No. The guy I'm talking to now, he sent me a DM and it worked because it's weird.
How do you slide? How do you slide?
So not with energy. So
how you bring energy? So put in caps? What the fuck?
Like something sweet, like,
How? What is the ideal way for a guy to slide in DM? Because I could tell you how I do it if it's a random girl.
Tell me how you do it.
If it's a completely random girl that I don't know, I'll just be like, damn, I might hit you with the, yo, you look kind of familiar. I just need her to look at my IG page. As soon as she looks at, yo, you look kind of familiar. Have we met? Like, have you ever been to the club before? There's something about you.
You drink my bottle, bitch.
Yeah, something about you looks familiar. Right. Oh my God, and then I don't know.
That wouldn't work for me. Yeah. I'd be like, nah. Not that I'm the bougiest with DMs because I'm like, people on my Instagram know I'm super friendly.
But would you at least tap like my picture and look at my shit? That's all I need.
I always do that.
See, that's all I need someone to do.
Right.
But
like, people be on some bullshit. I had this one person spam my fucking pictures. They're like, yo, check your DM, biz. Like, check your DMs for biz. I opened the shit and it was like, yo, I'll lick your pussy sideways. And like,
Jesus.
What the fuck?
Yo.
What?
Yo, but you gotta understand, these are like 21-year-olds who like live at home with their mom.
Right.
And like,
but I screenshotted that and I was like, and I think he sent me a dick pic too. This was a while ago. And I put that on my story. I was like, you will get exposed if you do some dumb shit like this. Because I really went to my DM like, oh, it's some money. And then it's like, I'll lick your pussy sideways.
Yo, what's crazy is that this is the first time it happened to me. I've had a pussy pic in my DM. Yep.
What do you feel about pussy pics?
And I showed it to my girl at the time. I'm like, yo, this bitch is wild, and look, and I sent it to her, and she's like, ha ha ha, like, but I gotta let my girl know, yo, I'm getting pussy pics. Better act right.
You better not slip.
Yeah, like, there's a lie. Yo, nah, but,
oh my God. But how do you guys feel about pussy pictures?
If I ask for it, if I'm in a lusty vibe,
but wouldn't you prefer like just a picture of a pussy?
No,
like,
no. Wait, is this my girl? Like,
no, just in general, like that. I feel like a dick pic versus like a pussy pic is very different. Like, I don't know. I don't think like.
I mean, I don't want to just. The thing is with me, I don't want to just see like a pussy. Like, I want to see it on your body. Like, I want to see your whole body. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's why I don't know. Like, I've been asked like with boyfriends, like, and I'm like. That's just weird.
I mean, I'm not gonna say send me a pussy. I'll say like, yo, send me something. Like if it's my girl,
send me a pussy.
Like for example, my girl was at the time. She was in LA at the time, and I couldn't see her. So it was like, shit. If you're in LA and I can't see you, and I'm in my lusty vibe, we'll hop on the FaceTime. Like, I'm with the shits.
Okay,
like,
but that's different. But the thing is, girls ask. Damn, I can't believe I'm talking about this. Woo.
We can edit it out after. You can listen to it.
I feel like girls ask for that because we just want to know what we're getting into. Because like you can't change that.
What do you mean? Like a dick pic?
Your size. Like
I can't believe I'm gonna. Yo, guys, you know how girls know angles?
Yeah.
Guys know angles.
With like the booty pic, right? If she does it from the bottom, it's not that fat.
Guys know.
It's not that fat.
Yo, guys have dick pic tricks.
I know.
Yeah, you know what you got to do?
What?
Like, you know? Yo, I'm not about to like, yo, I haven't sent a dick pic and probably fucking, if I do send a dick pic, I'm just going to send like the old one I have already because I'm not about to take a new dick pic.
The archived one?
Yeah.
Or the one on the favorites?
I got a dick pic in the tuck, like from like ready to go. But that's only in case of emergency, like if I really need to use But yeah, you gotta use. I'm probably gonna edit this out. Yeah. But yo, you gotta use depth. You know what I mean? Like you gotta put like the remote control of the TV, and then you gotta kind of be like high up.
You gotta use the Flanagan's cup.
Facts. But the thing is, you gotta understand how depth perception works. So if you have the remote control right here and you're high up, you can make it look like it's the same size as something. You know what I mean? How women, it's the same thing. Women, you know what I mean?
Guys be catfishing in their own ways.
Hell yeah. But like, guys are not sending dick. You don't send a dick pic to try to get a girl. Most women are like,
but
it's gross.
Guys do that. That's why I don't have Snapchat anymore, because I had it public and like people just send me that like it was crazy. Good dick pic.
So how does a guy slide in your DM though? That you're like, what's the right way to do that?
Okay, the way new guy now did that like was a way that more than likely would not work. But
you clicked it and you were attracted to him.
He's fine. And also he caught me.
You said foreign?
He's fine.
Oh,
fine.
I thought you said he was foreign. Huh?
He's foreign. But I mean, the thing with him is like I was attracted, and the day he caught me on the day. Like, if it were any other day, I probably wouldn't have wrote back either. But, there's a certain day where you're like, you know what?
Yeah.
Let me see what this is about.
I'm a little single. I'm a little lonely.
Very single?
Yeah. And he put a shot up. Let me just entertain it.
Right. Mm-hmm. So that happened. But he replied to a story with like a fire emoji or some shit. So why?
Whoa. Yeah. Bro, I do that to like 10 girls a day. Let me hit you with the fire emoji.
I don't know. I'm telling you, it was the day. Because if any other time it wouldn't work. But I think for me,
yeah. But then what do you write back after the fire emoji?
Hi.
And then what does he write back? Hey.
Hey. Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot.
And then it started from there. And but whatever. But I feel like for me, if a guy wanted to slide in my DM, he would have to be funny of some sort. And damn, I don't know like a line to say, but it would have to be funny of some sort.
I just need, like, what I do is I'll hit you with the 3 like trifecta, like 3 pictures real quick. Yes. Then I'll hit you with the follow. So I'm on like the,
right. And then the DM.
Maybe I'll slide and like.
The girls do the same shit when we like a guy, but we don't DM. Well, maybe I don't. Like the guys that I've been attracted to on Instagram, I'll hit them with the likes. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't follow. I wouldn't follow because I think for a girl, it's like guys can do that. Like you gotta
follow first. Like that's like holding the door open. Guys have to
court women. For me, I can't court a guy.
A lot of these new chicks can though. It's weird. It's like the style now.
It's like aggressive.
Like girls want to bag the dude now.
No, not me. I will never court a guy. Never.
As you shouldn't. Like what the fuck?
Like I'm not asking a guy to chill.
Yeah.
If the first time, no.
Like out to dinner, you like, yo, you make the plans. What do you want to? Where do you want to see me? What's your vision for me with you? Like, right. What restaurant do you see me in? What, like, you live out your vision and I'm down. Let me see what you could do. You know what I mean? Like,
show me how you could take charge. That's what women want.
Yeah, but that doesn't exist with these new men. I feel like I talk about this on every podcast.
It doesn't exist. It doesn't. I mean,
older men.
I think I'm lucky, but yeah, right now
he's younger than you or older than you?
He's older.
Okay, see then.
But like, I don't know. Yeah, these new guys got it all fucked up.
They have no.
But that's why I date older guys.
You know what it is that the culture that they're growing up in and the music they're growing up in, and they've seen all this strip club music. That's all they're listening to. They didn't grow up with R&B like we did. No. Like not the good 90s R that made us. I listened to an R&B song and it made me want to like, yo, let me pick her up in the Benz. Let me take her to this crib. Right. Let me do that. Like paint the picture for her. Paint the picture for her. Right. The thing, what these dudes are hearing is a strip club. They think they could buy the girl. They think, yo, money is just going to buy her and impress her. And let me just put money on, like, you know what I mean? That's corny. Like, that's. Right.
Well, the girls are corny now, too.
Speak on it.
The girls are corny now, too. Like, I have a very small circle. And I feel like it's not because I feel like I'm better than anybody. I just think the mentality, maybe it's because I'm in Miami, but the mentality of a lot of women here, they're closed-minded. I'm a person that anybody that knows me knows that I'm all about my business. Like I'm about making this money 50 ways. A lot of these girls have conversations about scamming these guys, and I'm like, you could put that same energy into opening a business and attracting a guy that matches your energy versus trying to scam them. I do though. I don't shame it. I do understand that like guys get so much out of us. Like, you know, the girls that I talk to about this, they're like, they fuck us and leave us. So why can't we do the same? Yeah. And I respect that and I understand that. But I think girls who live by that mentality, I just can't, I respect it. I just can't connect with them.
I feel like women, I'll stand by that. Women and men are wired differently. Like women, you cannot try to like behave like a man. It doesn't, you know what I mean? It's gonna be, I feel like it's gonna be bad for you in the long run. Like you're gonna,
I think it's how we're biologically set too. And I know a lot of people are probably gonna have a problem with this. Like uber feminists are probably gonna be like, yo, fuck this bitch for saying this. But I believe, it's my opinion, and I think everybody should respect it. Is that the way you're biologically set as a woman and as a guy, there's just certain things that you do. And I don't think
most species are like that.
Right. But like, I want to be a fucking CEO and all that shit. Like, I don't think like the work has anything to do with it. I think more just how you move with your energy sexually.
Right.
Like, we're just biologically set different. Like, you don't have to be like a dude.
Right.
To be happy.
Is that women are just, what it is whether they're doing it directly, but they're trying to monetize sex now. Like everything, they're trying to make money from it now. So it has like a whole different.
But I respect it too, because I mean, girls are making $1 million off fucking OnlyFans. You can't hate on the hustle.
I don't. I hate on the guys who sign up. I'm just saying, like those dudes are corn.
I paid for 3 OnlyFans videos.
Holy shit! I haven't even done that.
Yo, I'm thirsty.
Like,
but it's not even thirsty. I'm nosy because I didn't like do anything
like
to that.
Male OnlyFans, like females or male?
1 male, 2 male. But
you signed up for the Chris Brown one?
No,
he just dropped it yesterday.
He's fucking.
I don't know what he's doing, but he just dropped his OnlyFans.
Oh my god. All right, so the 3 times that I purchased these OnlyFans videos, 1, they were under $10. 2, I was being nosy. It wasn't like I'm trying to get off to something. It was like, this bitch fucking.
Oh shit! Was she fucking?
No.
They scamming us with that too.
They scam. You see the toes and the pussy shot.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh. And then you get on it and it's literally that picture. Yeah. Like you just posted it on Instagram and you just charged me for this shit. I really did think about
you got duped like a guy. That's crazy.
I did.
You was like, what the fuck?
Nosy, but that's why I'm done being nosy. I'm done. Like, you have OnlyFans, you ain't getting my money no more.
It's called, like, I interviewed some girl and I was like, yo, are you nude on your OnlyFans? She's like, it's called implied nudity. I'm like, what does that mean? It just means that she's completely butt naked, but you can't see her nipples or her pussy. But
she blurred it out?
Either blurred or covered. No, covered, like Playboy type shit.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
would never pay for that. I mean, okay, I got scammed into paying for it because I was being nosy. But like, I wouldn't get a subscription. Yeah. Hell no. I mean, there's a lot of like,
but the thing is,
soft porn on it too.
I hate to say, but like, it's judgy. But like, you're a female. You know what I'm saying? You're not into like that's some guy shit to like
lust. Girls watch porn too.
But to subscribe, no, I believe that. Right. But to subscribe to like a guy and follow him and lust after him and get off to him and his only.
Yeah. That's definitely. I mean, apparently this guy's Instagram. I'm not gonna say names, but this guy's Instagram. A lot of women are the subscribers, and it's not because he's fine or anything.
Is it porn?
It's soft porn.
No, trash.
I mean, it's just because of who he's fucking on these videos. That's a big deal.
But my question is he fucking them good? Is it good sex? Is it worth the money? Nah.
No.
See, it's trash.
It's just hype. But you can't hate on OnlyFans. And like they're saying now, the way that Instagram and just like social media is gonna like turn into monetized creations or like
everything's
content,
gonna have a paywall behind it.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not fucking true. I'm not paying for. I don't want to say names. Yeah. But like my favorite influencer. Yeah. I'm not paying to see a fucking picture from her.
No, I don't know.
There's a wrap.
Yeah, but the thing is, we're different. There's a lot of cornballs who are like lonely in the middle of like fucking North Georgia who like would pay because they don't see pretty women. Like beauty is common here. Like we go to the club, and especially for us, we work in this shit. Like I see 30 bad bitches a day. And like I'm numb to it. Yeah, like you know what I mean?
Right, but for sure.
This shit is crazy.
Yo, facts.
We got DJ Peewee here. Yo, plug your social media. Tell everybody where they can follow you.
At PEEX Weezy on everything.
Hey, yo. So yeah, you're over the nightlife.
Yes. Yeah. Yo, facts. I mean, but not to say that I'm done DJing. Yeah. I've questioned it. I really did question it. But when I DJ'd, I went like, the longest I've gone through quarantine not DJing was like a full month. And
yeah, without even turning on my computer.
Yo, my crates are wild right now.
Bro, okay, let's get into our geeky DJ talk. Like, how do you, like, because songs have not been tested in clubs. Like we don't know what's popping and what works.
Right.
So like half of me still feels like I'm in like March with my music.
Very,
you know, but then there's certain records that you know are, you know, WAP and shit that came out in the quarantine.
Or
that
Throw
you're gonna,
Baby.
Yeah. Oh my God. Or, you know, like the Drake shit, you know what I mean? But like other than that, like I don't really know what other new shit is like moving right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
and I literally have been saying that for months. Like, how do we know what records are like the box when the box came out? Like, how are we testing that, you know?
Exactly.
But I mean, I'll find out Saturday I'm DJ.
Yeah.
I'm going to just test it out. But like, I think that the music game is also shifting. Aside from nightlife, I think like a lot of people are shifting towards more of like chill music.
You think like R&B, you mean? Or
yeah, because I've been dropping playlists, right? Stop. I'm going to drop another one soon. But I've been dropping these really like eclectic, like R&B energy, like very neo soul.
Give me some artists.
Like Stephen Clark, I think his name is, like fucking Anderson .Paak,
okay.
Erykah Badu, shit. Everything. And I've been putting like Afro beats in these playlists too, like just chill.
Yeah.
Like it's like very relaxed.
Yeah.
Like the playlist that I update daily it's called Kickback, like from me. And I still get people that are adding the playlist.
That's so fire. How do you know if someone's adding the playlist?
On Apple Music it tells you someone added.
Oh, that's
so. And Spotify it doesn't. I don't. Okay. Oh yeah, Spotify does. I just don't use Spotify as much. I do Apple Music, but it tells you. But people are adding it, and I haven't even promoted it for months, and people still are adding this playlist.
That's fire.
So, yeah, and when I play, like, all right, you know, your DJ talk. When you're restarting a party and you play an R&B record to like bring the energy, change the energy,
so you can bring them up again.
It's like that brings them up.
Really?
Yeah. What fucking?
But how are we knowing this if we're not in the club?
The few times that I've DJ'd, like when I've played. Like, okay, the hip hop, the Halloween party that I've done or just did, that shit was ratchet. But I restarted the party with like an R&B record, and I noticed that the whole energy was like, and I was like, okay, now I see what direction to kind of like play with.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the music game is definitely shifting. Imagine if WAP came out when the clubs were like super popping. Right?
Crazy. There's been like, I think about on the Latin side, there's been like 3 Bad Bunny albums that we haven't even been able to play.
But I feel like the Latin world right now, everything is so chill. I know I just said everything's moving to chill, but like in Latin, everything's about movement. It's like that feeling. Yeah. And all the music is like so like tranquilo, like just like every Karol G record is like.
Yeah. I mean, but then there's some hood shit too. There's some hood Spanish shit too. Like, I mean, Anuel has all different type of shit.
Right.
Like. Even the Bad Bunny shit, you know, there's a lot of dudes, Jay Cortez, there's a lot of dudes that are like new dudes that are coming up. That But yeah, it's all like chill. A lot of shit is so chill, melodic, and
it's like, not like what's that? Safaria? Is that how you say it?
Safaira.
Yeah. I'm fucking Spanish. Don't even know how to pronounce it. But I like that was like such a club banger.
Yeah.
I played that right before COVID dropped, that Patio, and like. I was so happy for that because I was like, yo, Latin music is just so calm now. Yeah. Like all the new shit, you know?
That was a big song too. That was going to be huge. And it like got cut off.
It got cut off because of COVID for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Or Yo Perreo Sola, like banger.
Crazy.
Banger.
And he's already come out with 2 other albums after that.
Right,
so it's
right.
This shit is wild.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like everything from COVID was a complete reset.
Yeah.
From nightlife to the stock market to fucking.
But I would love to do like how you said, like an R&B part. Like I want to like get my hands on like Swan or like Pop or Komodo, like one of those where
Barbevi.
Like a fucking nice restaurant that I could get in an
That's
R&B
the only
bag.
way it works. Because a friend of mine was like, I want to do what you did at High Beach in Wynwood. It's not going to work in Wynwood. The reason why that party was so successful was because it was the vibe.
The vibe matched the music.
The music. Right. R&B party, like Koyo did a Sunday R&B party. It was cool, but it wasn't like the sexiest people went there. And I don't say that in a rude way. I say meaning the people didn't dress up to go to fucking Koyo. Yeah. It's just people in sneakers. Yeah. And you're like vibing it, like whatever. But it wasn't the same feeling as a Hyde Thursday where everyone is to the nines.
Damn.
listening to that music. You get what I'm saying? It's different. So I agree. Like if you want to do that party, you got to do like a Swan, like the bar bevy above Swan, and something like that for sure.
Outside by a pool or something, like I don't know. We'll see how this shit goes with this COVID.
How do you feel about like your DJing, and do people ask you questions when?
Yo, how crazy is that? Yo, he's like my partner, and we had a meeting.
Right.
And I was like, yo, I don't want the podcast to feel like interviews. I want them to feel like hangouts. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, how can we were just talking about, it's crazy, bro. The world is nuts. I was just talking to him about like, yo, how do you think we could get the guests to be inquisitive and ask me questions? So it's more of like, he's like, you know, we're trying to figure out how we get that to happen. And I was just like, I think it's going to happen because we're both DJs. So like, I think like the shit just lived out like what we just talked about. So
you manifested it.
Yeah. Now I'm like put off. Like, but anyway.
Wait, is this a break where we can talk?
Nah.
Oh yeah, might as well.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to forget the question she asked me, but I'll edit this all together.
So how do you feel about DJing? Or where's
as far
your
as
stance?
What though? Like,
okay, so with everything that's going on, where do you feel like your direction with your career is going in?
So, but like, I feel like for me, I think that for me to go to the next level, I'll be honest with you, everything that I've done, my most viral content is me speaking Spanish. Everything because I can speak. So like,
I've seen it though. I've seen it.
So right now I'm struggling with like, I have one foot in the Latin world and I have one foot in the hip hop shit, what I grew up with, you know, so I can do copper blue brunch on Sundays and rock all Spanish for 4 hours, or I could do brick and do all hip hop reggae. I could do Cameo. I could do Studio 23.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You have an ambiguous vibe, like where you can really go anywhere.
Right. So what I've been contemplating is if I took both those feet and put them all on the Latin side,
I think it would work.
And be like the white boy Latin DJ.
I think it would work.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you why it would work. And we may have to edit this part out.
Yeah. I'm editing all this out. I can't put my Winwood business like out there.
Right. Well, as far as what you were saying with putting your foot into the Latin world, being the white boy who speaks Spanish, we're going to get racial.
Yeah. No.
I feel like
it's such a surprise. It's like I'm a unicorn.
That, but also a lot of Latins se piensa que son americano, that they want to be white. So it's so accepted for, I'm telling you, a lot of Latin people. Tell a black Dominican.
Are you saying the Latins in United States or the Latins outside of the country?
U.S. You tell a black who looks like you, who tell a black Dominican que son negro, and they will literally fight you to the teeth. Que no son negro.
That's different because he wants to own his Dominican heritage. No one in this country wants to be white right now.
No, I don't think that's
white is not the thing to be in this country.
It's the bad connotation that Latins have made of being black. Because my grandmother's black, right? Her mother is dark, super dark. She's red.
She doesn't own her blackness, and
she tells me it's bad to be that. Tiene que mejorar la raza.
Yeah.
That is the most,
it's
that's self-hatred.
Yeah.
It's literally saying I'm not pretty and I have to make myself better.
Lighter. Yeah, we have to make the generation lighter.
So I say, I'm not saying that it's bad if you step in it. I think it's awesome because I love seeing people in our culture. Like, you know, Latin people are very about family, very about culture, all that. So I think it would be super accepted, but I also think it works in your favor that you're white. A black guy, a Nigerian guy speaking Spanish, trying to tap in, ese negro, whatever, you know? And like that goes into the fucking racial thing with Latins, but it's like a very, like the Latinos for Trump. All Latinos for Trump want to be white. They think they're white.
Right. Well, yeah, Cubans, basically. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
We're editing
but I mean, but I feel you. But a lot of Dominicans and people that deny their blackness, it's not because they want to be white. It's because they don't think being Dominican is the same as being black. Or being Puerto Rican is the same as being black. Because the cultures are different.
Right.
Because when they think Dominican, they think their culture, their music, the way they...
The music derived from Africa.
That's a fact. That's 100% fact.
Look, I think that is true. I think that they feel like it takes away from the culture of being Dominican, being Cuban, being Puerto Rican, being Colombian, right? My grandma's Colombian. Like, her peoples came from the slave ship. Period. Look, you see my fucking hair?
Yeah.
That didn't come from
the
Puerto Rican.
She's costeña? Where's she from? Barranquilla?
Cali.
Okay.
So, They from the slave ship, period.
But she won't say she's black. She'll say, no,
she would rather take a bullet in her mouth before she says she's black.
Okay, now but she'll say, no, I'm Colombian.
Yeah.
So what if you say
Afro-Latina?
You're a black Colombian?
Yo.
What will she say? Will she accept that?
No. But look, it comes from a streamline of hate.
Facts. And they're behind in Colombia, and the actual we're the most progressive like we're leading the charge of like equality.
Of the change.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So they're still behind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I think that it's a streamline of hate because even the little things that they said to me growing up, La Negra. So I'm the lightest I've ever been in my life right now. I've always been very tan, darker. And look at my hair. And I've always been la negrita, la trigueñita, the this. And like my grandma would always be like, to me, stress it. Tiene que mejorar la raza. You have to date a white boy, blue eyes, because you got to better the race.
What was her reasoning for that? Because I know that happens, but I don't know what the reasoning is.
Because of what she dealt with being a black woman.
In Colombia.
Period. Yeah. And like, I don't think it comes from a place of like, I don't want you to deal with what I deal with. No, she's instilled.
She's still living in her time, in her mind.
And she's instilled that what she is wrong.
Yeah.
That what she is beneath.
Yeah.
Like the superior is white.
Right.
So you have to aim. Her man was. My grandfather was white, green eyes. My mother has green eyes, and she's trigueña. So like I say, it's just an inner thing, and it's taught. And with Latins, it like I made a video and it like I don't want to say it went viral, but it circulated.
I think the Latins here in this country at this time, they're over that shit.
I don't agree because Dykeman, there was a video when the riots were happening, and they were like, "You black motherfucker!" There was something that it was like, bro, like it was black Dominicans yelling at black people that you N-word this, you that. Like, I think it's prominent here. In the States,
it's like the same blood, but their cultures are different. Right. So they're claiming their culture. I kind of think that like it's not like I'm not black. I think they're saying I'm not your culture.
But I definitely feel that because Latins are very big on culture. That means that's their heart. They wear it on their heart. But I don't think that's the premise of it. I don't think that's the nucleus. I think that everywhere in the world, it's known that the bottom is black.
Right. Yeah.
So I think it's a streamline of hate. I think that it's you're literally brought up. My black grandmother brought me up to feel like my hair was not beautiful. Right. Now I rock this shit. I don't straighten it at all. I wear a wig before I straighten it. You know? Thank you. But because I embrace where I came from, and I love black men now.
Right.
I used to literally not date black men because it was instilled in me not to. Like I literally would look at a black guy, it wouldn't even allow my attraction to grow because it was like that's not accepted.
I was gonna say, do you think like your physical attraction is affected by your environment?
Yes.
Yeah.
That alone.
That's crazy.
I used to literally only date white boys.
Right.
The more Polish Irish guy he looks like, white of the white, I liked with flavor. Obviously, they had to like know their music and shit. Yeah. But now, I do not look at white guys. Like I think you're super cute, but
no. I mean,
it's just not.
We're homies at the end of the day.
But you know what I mean? Like I the thing is, I don't look at white men anymore because it's almost like a thing, like a fuck you thing too. Like, I embrace black culture and like, I think black is beautiful.
You know what I think? I think that being a white man right now, it's impossible to make it in entertainment unless you look like the Halloween version of yourself with tattoos or like Post Malone, or unless you have
I don't want to say it.
Unless you have
edit this out.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, he what I'm saying, you can't just be like, and I fight this all the time. I feel like just someone like me who's just like a regular white guy, I'm not, people are not going to fuck with me because I'm a regular white guy at the times that we're in right now. I feel like
that's why I think the Latin.
Exactly. That's the only way, because it's like, it shows off rip that, he's not like these other white people. Right. Like he's different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it would really work for you.
I think it would too. But then, like I said, I'd have to make big, risky. I mean, and you have to take risky moves, but like I would have to do things like that and not do. And the money might take a hit too. I'd have to not do hip hop clubs because right now at Brick, I'm the only white boy out of 1,000 people, and I'm the DJ, and it's all just black. And I'm playing only hip hop and reggae, but I've been accepted like that. I've done the hood clubs my whole life. I've done 90 Degrees Boulevard. I've done all the spots that are just all black. So that's my comfort zone.
Oh my god!
I did Boulevard for 2 years.
Wow. So that's the dilemma I am in now. Right? So before COVID happened, I was getting booked a lot and getting a lot of love at like, we met at Studio 23 before and like that world was really accepting me, right? But I felt like that being in that world was affecting the bigger bag. And like for me, I'm an open format DJ. I can play anything. Put me in a fucking...
So wait, are you saying that you wanted to do more wider parties?
Or like more open format. More open format, period. Because when you're deep into hip hop, when you're in that like
that's
that world,
all that world wants to hear.
And that's all you're gonna get booked for. Because at one point, I'm not gonna say the club, but it was a club that I really was trying to work at, and I can DJ the shit out of that club, and the fucking all the management, all the promoters were telling the guy, "Yo, book Peewee. Like she's perfect for this. She's the cameo DJ." Hell no. Hell no. Like, but so I had to make a decision, right? I was like the R&B party was perfect to start transitioning towards like the sexier, more sophisticated DJing.
You know what I think? I think that because you're a female, if you threw your own parties, and you create your own vibe, you will body it. Because like a guy throwing his like you could be a DJ, but like it's harder to promote. It's easier for you to promote because you're a female. You can have all the bad bitches.
Right.
Like,
and that's the next direction I'm going in for sure. Because
and make sure you get equity in the bar. Like and you get a piece of the bar. That's how you get to the next level. That's how the get to the next level. A lot of, I might edit names out, but ways like him, how he gets, to that next level is he gets paid in equity of the party. Right. So he'll get,
But that's what I want. That's what I want. But I want to partner. I haven't found the right people to partner with because off the strength of me alone, I'm not I told you my circle's small, right? Yeah. I have a lot of acquaintances. I fuck with everybody, but like close people that I can rely on that are going to show up for me at a party.
That's the problem with this industry.
Right. So like if I had maybe like a promoter that I can link with and like we build together, like I'd be down, but I have yet to meet that because I want to throw my own events and I want to make my own energy. I don't want these clubs to be like, she's the fucking cameo DJ.
Exactly. Well, and then you go, yo, fuck you. I'm gonna make my own party and it's gonna be popping. Yeah. And you're gonna be like, oh shit.
I gotta charge triple.
Exactly. Because look, I have this party. You want the women at my party, and now I'm just a cameo DJ.
Right. You know what I mean? Right. But that's the thing that I'm happy about COVID with because it gives us the chance to all rebrand ourselves.
So, yo, shit, you want to do an R&B party? We could find any dope little restaurant with a vibe and we throw it. Fuck it.
Yes. Or even not even only an R&B, just like a fucking party. Yeah. Like because with the Hyde people, like I'm engraved with them. So I feel like if I did my own thing, they would feel away because like we built it.
Miami on the Rocks. I have all these pull up. You have that'll pull up, and we can make and it'll be an actual dope vibe. It won't be like us asking a favor. Like just come and trust me, you're gonna like vibe with the music. You're gonna vibe with the ambiance and. Hey, I'm with it.
I'm with it too. I love collaborations. Yeah. Like I'm not a person that's like fucking spotlight on me. Yeah. And maybe I should be sometimes, but I'm not.
1 + 1 = 3. Right. People don't understand that.
Right. So I mean, I'm totally fucking down, but my goodness, I'm happy that we could relate on like the DJ shit.
Hell yeah, because I'm tired of like I'm tired of answering to people. Like I want my own freedom, like my own. This is my brother. I've known him. We went to high school together, and all the business that we've done. Like,
where did you go to high school?
Cyprus.
Oh, you did tell me that. So sorry, the drinks.
we went to Cyprus. He played football. I played basketball. But we've been doing business together. Like he's been my partner for my whole life. So we've been talking about that and.
But you know what? I also think too, it's time with COVID for the fucking promoters and DJs to start really claiming their strength to these parties, to these club owners. Like we don't fucking need you. Like the way they pay us, the shit that they pay us. Like I feel like the most underpaid person in nightlife is the DJ. Period. Fucking period. Because guess what? We're trash. The party's trash. Your bar's trash. Everyone like we're literally the nucleus of the shit.
If you let's say you're a good night, like I don't know, I'm gonna just off top of my brain give an example of Cameo. If Cameo does 50K. How much of the percent of that do you feel is belong to the DJ? How much did the DJ contribute to that? What's the percentage? The DJ is at least 5% of that party, right? 10% of that party, right? 10% of 50K is what, Ryan?
I think more than 10%. Yeah. Because guess what? When I'm talking that shit, especially hip hop parties, and I'm making these people buy more bottles and stay longer and spend more money, I am not 10% of that party.
Facts.
You're not 10% of that fucking party.
That's why we do our own shit and you get 20% of the bar. That's standard agreement.
Right.
That's why you look at dudes like, I'm blurping out names, but you look at Headliner and they get 20% of Live. Live does 100K nights. Like they're getting 20,000, making 20,000 every Sunday. Light. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's, I think, the next step of people like us. Because you know what it is? I'm going to be honest with you. We've hit, unless we fuck with brands and shit, we've, as far as the market in Miami, we've hit a ceiling. How much more money can we make? Right. Like, you know what I mean? Like especially equity is the next step.
Right. I totally fucking agree. And to be 1,000, us going back into this shit, DJs are going to take, I'm seeing it now. DJs taking fucking $50 to DJ, $50 in a hookah to DJ.
And 2 drink passes, undercutting the whole shit.
And because everybody's thirsty.
And I was gonna say, and I can't even blame them, kind of. You know what I mean? It's corny that you're that, but like I can't blame you, bro.
But I'm saying the whole dynamic of the game is gonna get fucked up from this. Yeah. So the next step is getting equity of these parties and really throwing your own shit and owning it, because we're about to get pennies. I have so many places, and I've been turning down a lot. Thank God I have side ventures going on that I've been blessed with, that I can say no, but. People are like, COVID times, gotta pay you if I charged $600, they'd be like, I gotta pay you $150. Yeah. No. Yeah. Guess what happens when we're out of COVID? You're gonna be like, I can only pay you $250 now. Yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah. Trust
me. You know the DJ game.
I know. This shit is crazy. So what music are you listening to right now? Who's your top? Your top 5 artists right now?
Okay, Ty Dolla $ign.
Okay.
I love him.
Nah, he's dope. And his new album is dope.
Oh my God. Wizkid's album just came out. I've been listening to Wizkid. I really, like the last year, I've been really into like Afrobeat. Like that Afro vibe.
Is dope as fuck.
It's like unreal. Yeah. And I feel like the production behind this Afro music is like unreal too.
Because it's like chill reggae. It's like chill dance hall to me. There's not a lot of bass in it. There's not a lot. It's very like.
But there's up Afro too, because there's 2 different BPMs to Afrobeat, right? There's like the 100 range BPM. And
then there's like the 120, 118.
And then there's the 120 stuff. That one is like the party, like,
Right, but like, even those records, regardless of tempo, they don't have a lot of like drum kicks. They have a lot of like, and then
like
chill.
Percussion?
There's not a lot. There's mad percussion, but there's not a lot of bass. Right. Like there's not a lot of low end.
But it's so much dancing.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. But in the club, you ever play Afro beats in the club, and it's like it's kind of. The energy is not there. You know what I'm saying? It's not like if you were to play, that same BPM, like Tempted to Touch, or like, one that has a lot of like bass. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure. Nah, for sure. But Afro is so sexy.
Yeah.
This international wave
is fire.
I love any international vibe. Like there's an artist called Dope Boy. He's from fuck, I forgot.
You know who the last guest I had they put me on to? Oh. And I had no idea. You know what K-pop is?
The Japanese shit?
The Korean pop
the Korean pop, yeah.
They're fucking lit. Have you seen it?
Yes. K-pop is so funny.
BTS?
Yes. Like, BTS. They're like in sync back in the day.
Yeah, there's like 8 of them. I just found them out yesterday. I didn't even know anything about them.
I found out about them through Twitter.
Oh, shit.
Because they're always trending. And I was like, what the fuck is a K-pop? Or like whatever band, but it's crazy.
They're lit.
But you know what's wild about Korea, Japan, and all that shit? Their charts work different. So any artist watching this, pay attention. Get a fucking passport. And don't think so America when it comes to music, because these charts really work very different. So in Japan, it's not radio or who's streaming the most. That's a #1 record. It's karaoke. So like if your song is #1 in karaoke at these karaoke bars, your song is #1 in the country. So like same thing with Korean pop and all that shit. Like this is like all like a thing that they're doing karaoke
what?
to.
You're trying to tell me how they tabulate the charts over there?
It's by karaoke. I swear to God.
You just like blew my mind.
Yeah.
Man.
You know the girl that sang Call Me Maybe?
Yeah.
She was number one in fucking Japan forever because her song was number one in karaoke, and all her records after that. We don't know her records in the States. Her records were shitting on everybody.
They go to all the clubs and tabulate how many times someone did karaoke.
But they have machines to it, and they know like the records that are most requested. So it doesn't go by radio or like streams or anything over there.
Nuts.
Yeah. So like every market is so different.
Yeah,
you know, and if you dominate you can literally be an artist who no one knows here. Like Tyga was humongous in Europe and in fucking Asia.
Yeah,
and we thought he was a cornball here. Yeah, now it finally came here, which it usually doesn't happen like that. But
I mean, that's what happens with all the pop dudes like Pitbull, Flow Rider. Like,
Pitbull's
we look at them like, but over there, they're fucking turning up to Pit. Like,
I was in Spain, and I'm talking about like this was 2000. I don't know, but like Calle Ocho times, you know, and he was already Mr. Worldwide at this point, and I was there, and a girl in Spain was like, "Can you play some Mr. Worldwide?" And I'm like, "What? Like, who the fuck?" Like, I know she's not talking about Pitbull. Like, there's no way. She's like, "People." And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Yo, that was like the Drake over there."
Because the key to making a global hit is to make it like lowest common denominator, like super simple, so people that could barely speak the language, they could at least sing along.
Right.
And, you know what I mean?
Right. Right. Mr. Worldwide. People, so funny. And I'm over here like Calle Ocho people, the motherfucker I saw with tall tees and had to fit it to the side. Like, come on.
But the story from that is when Pitt went from hip hop to pop music, from the tall tees to like the tight suit,
John over
to the tight suit. Is he was in DR and he heard "World Hold On" by Bob Sinclair.
Really?
And he saw everybody that doesn't speak English singing "World Hold On," and he never heard like house music like that, like the reaction, like. So he's went back to the States and took one of those beats and rapped on it, and it blew up.
The Calabria. I think he remixed Calabria.
I think the one before that. I know you want me.
That's Calabria. Isn't that?
No, that's a different one. That's
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Yeah. And the two. So the most common. I just found this out. I thought it was English. The most common or frequently used language in the world is Spanish.
That's a fact.
I didn't know that. I thought it was English always, but that's silly me. But like in France and like all these other countries, like in Japan and China, I'm sure.
You know why that is though?
Why?
Because Spanish, French, Portuguese,
all derived
and
from
Italian are all similar. They sound so close to each other.
Right.
So like a Spanish song translates to every country in Europe.
Right.
Really.
I was talking to a French guy and he was like, he did not speak a lick of English. And we were trying to communicate. He's like, just talk to me in Spanish because that's the closest I'll get.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's the extracurricular, or like what do they call it in school? Like the other language that you learn? What's it called? The extracurricular? Okay, the extracurricular, whatever shit. Like the second language is Spanish that they teach you in those countries. Yeah. They're like, English is not common like that at all.
And you know what's crazy is that me learning Spanish like 4 years ago and not knowing the songs in 2007 when I was in high school that were popping, and now I understand those old songs that I used to be vibing to. Spanish is such a more dope language than English. It's more poetic. It's more poetic.
It's sexy.
It's more, like you can't, the things if I say certain Spanish shit in English, girls will look at me like, yo, that sounds like you're a cornball.
And there's certain things
over there, you could talk to women in Spanish and be so poetic. Like,
right. And there's certain ways that you sing, well, depending where you're from, right? But like, or the way you speak Spanish, but like, there's certain like the way you roll your tongue or you sing things.
Accents
like,
and shit.
Yeah. Like it's like they say the Colombian accent's like the sexiest in the world.
That's the...
Or not the sexiest accent. I'm sorry, the sexiest form of Spanish, like the way girls talk.
That there's like 5 different accents within Colombia. So what are we talking about? Right. If it's the Paisa accent, they're crying, por acá, en serio. Like they're crying, you know.
Caleños are like really aggressive.
Yeah, it all depends where in Colombia, but that's the most basic, like the reason reggaeton in like 2014, the second like wave of reggaeton, the reason it went global was because Colombians got a hold of it. Like Puerto Ricans been on reggaeton, but it never went global because just the way they speak Spanish. Made it
so global.
But Colombians, the way they speak Spanish, they relate to Spain.
Right.
So, and they speak it proper. So now Europe could like, oh shit.
Right.
Like, this shit
get
is
in on it.
So the Malumas, the J Balvins, the who's the other Colombian guy I'm thinking of? Maluma, J Balvin, whatever.
Damn.
There's one more that I'm missing that's huge. It'll come to me. But the
Karol G?
Yeah, but she's a female. But Maluma, J Balvin, who's the other one?
A guy?
Yeah.
It's not Nicky Jam. Nicky Jam was adopted by Colombia.
Yeah, exactly. Even though he blew up in Colombia. And he's Joe, we could probably attribute him to like starting the whole thing.
Hell
like,
yeah.
Like
J Balvin, big part of it.
J Balvin, Maluma, and oh my god, it's gonna kill me. Whatever. Anyway. But yeah. So yeah, the Spanish shit. But yeah, Spanish is way doper. Like, see, that's me. I've been into Spanish music so much. Like the hip hop. I'll be honest with you. Like the trap shit and the shit that we have to play like at the club. Like whether it's Studio 23, whether it's like, I can never really listen to that like outside of the club. You know, like I'm always listening to R&B, but a lot of Spanish. You know, because I grew up listening to like early 2000s music. And the rappers there, the way they rapped stimulated my mind. Like it was a vibe, but it also kept my brain stimulated into it. Right.
But there's certain moods that you're in that like, I thought I said something. Like you want to hear that
when I'm at the club, when I'm DJing at the club, it's like, oh shit, it's his vibe, you know. But like in my car, I can't be listening to that. It doesn't work for me. Like, or when I'm with a girl in my crib, I can't do that. Like it has to be R&B. Like Spanish is and another thing is that I fell in love with the Spanish wave musically is because you could dance to it more. Like you can't, like, I'm tired of just chicks twerking on the couch. Like it's the same bop. It's the same pocket. Like,
the bottle popping, who got bigger balls energy. Yeah, I'm over it. I miss dance floors so much.
It's a popularity contest. That's why I love going to places like Típico and like these real Dominican places.
I was the first girl ever to DJ at Patio.
Really?
I mean, Patio, I'm sorry. Típico.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was the first girl ever.
I didn't even know you DJed at the beginning.
Yeah. Yo, I love that gig too. It was like awesome. But you know what happens with the Spanish world? Oh my God, we're going to get back into this shit. They were like, I would kill it. Yo, I did Patio, I did Típico. I've done a couple of Spanish with Junior. I was like, yo, Junior, add me on fucking Limelight. Like, I'm ready to tap into that world because I'm Colombian, Puerto Rican. Like, I'm fucking Spanish, you know? And I love my culture and whatever. And it's like, it's always, you're too urban. Like you look too urban, aka like I have the blacker features. Like I don't know.
Where did they give you that at Típico?
Someone made a comment. But Típico's Dominican, so they can't really say that. There.
You look like you could be Dominican if you wanted to.
Right, for sure. But I've heard it a couple times. Like, edit this out. Like, has made comments like, oh, she does hip hop parties, so like she doesn't fit in.
But the thing is that you have to know, in my opinion, is that you have to know, because just like English music, there's urban Spanish, and then like the Spanish they play, I don't like it. It's like some South American housey tribal.
Yes. But like, all right, I was doing the Tuesday party where it was 5 fucking DJs, so like you gotta get creative with it because everybody's gonna play the same shit. Yo, I would play everything from like Juan Luis Guerra to fucking what's this guy that Carlos Vives to then Ozuna. Like I went everywhere and they love it. They love it. Like my
that's the way
discography of Latin music is I am very fucking Colombian. You know, like I know a lot of people don't know that side of me because maybe I don't like publicly show that, but like, bro, I eat sancocho at least once a month. Like I grew up with arepas and sancocho. Like
your dad's side is Colombian?
My mother's.
And she's from Caleña?
Yeah.
She's Caleña. And your dad's side is Puerto Rican?
Yes.
Are you more in touch with your Colombian side or your Puerto Rican
in touch.
side?
So my Puerto Rican side, I got in touch with it later in life where I was old enough to go travel there by myself and like, you know, whatever. But my Colombian side.
So you're Caleña, half Caleña. So I have to ask you, can you dance?
Can I dance?
Can you dance salsa?
100 fucking
Caleña style?
Yes, and Puerto Rican style. So my dad, he's a professional dancer.
Like I had to see this.
Yes, like bachata, all that shit. Like I love.
No, but that's different. Like the salsa, Caleña. Like if you're from Cali, like
Listen, every time I've gone back to Colombia, it's been a while, but like every time I've gone, I do not sleep. I am fucking with my cousins. I have mad cousins there. No, I've never done coke.
I haven't. Yo, I tried it. I've never done coke in the United States of America. I can promise you that. I went to Colombia and I put it on my lips, on my gums. Like I felt like I went to the dentist. Something? Yeah, like you go to the dentist. Like your lips get numb. But you don't
feel high.
No, you just feel like you're not. But that's not how you do it. My boy's just like, yo, put on your gums and your shit goes numb like you're at the dentist.
Right.
It does nothing. But they use cocaine in dentist procedures, like lidocaine. It's like the sister of cocaine.
You went to Medellin?
So I've been to Medellin. I lived in Medellin.
Oh.
I've been to Medellin like 8 times, and I've been to Cartagena like 8 times.
I've never been. I really want, like, once this is all over. Yo, Cali is South Beach of Colombia in the sense of the partying. Like the party scene in Colombia, it's like my whole family. That's why it makes, like, people who really know me, it makes sense why, like, I'm into music and DJ and all that shit, because I literally come from a culture of fucking partying. Like, my mom or my grandmother threw a house party or like a family party every other month.
Yeah.
I drank aguardiente at like age 13.
My best friend is half Caleño, half Barranquillero. So Barranquilla and Cali, and I go to all their cribs. I go to his crib for all the holidays, and
they dance their ass off all night.
90-year-old abuelo dancing until 4 a.m.
I'll show you a video before I leave of my grandmother dancing. She's literally in a thing, and she's dancing her ass off,
hitting the steps. Crazy.
Yes, yo, damn. I come from literally that culture of like the partying. You know, yo, Cali, I'm telling you, it's like the South Beach. They don't stop.
I would love to implement that into like a party too. Like, like bachata, salsa, where people are actually, because I love like I was saying, like when I'm off and I go out for fun, I like going to places where like, yo, you want to dance? Like, can you dance? Like, you know what I mean? Asking women to dance. You can't do that at hip hop clubs. They look at you like you're crazy.
But if I could make a party, right, where you can play all that shit, it's just about dancing, where you could play fucking Afrobeat and you could play bachata and you could fucking play like, I'd be that, because that's my vibe.
Right.
100%.
Yeah, that's mine.
Yeah, right. You feel me? And like, you like to dance. That's the point of it, right? Yeah. So like, just a full dance party, I think that concept will work best. But to answer your question, I can definitely dance for sure. I'm just so shy about it. Like,
why?
A friend of mine was telling me, she was like, you should really like show that, because I have a very athletic side to me and like a dancer side to me. Do you have a video
of you dancing salsa?
No, I don't.
No. Okay.
But fuck, I would have to look in the archives. I do in Puerto Rico. I like my dad and we dance like.
So have you been to Colombia more or Puerto Rico more?
I've been going to Colombia all my life. Like from when I was born, I would go and come back. But I haven't been in years. Like I just haven't gone back. And in that time that I was stopped going to Colombia, I started going to Puerto Rico. I go to Puerto Rico like twice a year.
You have family in Puerto Rico?
Yeah. And my aunt has a beach house there, and like
that's fire.
It's so close to.
And you have family obviously in Cali too.
Yeah. I have, but like, you know, also like there was like kind of like a family rift that happened, not with me, but just like my you know, direct family. And
everybody knows shit like that.
My cousins are all around my age too, and like I miss them like crazy. But I think that like it was over money, and I think that made me turned off. But I want to do a group trip. Like so bad. My birthday is December 29th, and I'm trying to get people to come with me. I don't give a fuck who.
You gotta go to Cartagena, because that's like the Miami of Colombia. On the beach,
right?
You could get in a nice
what I meant by South Beach was like not the beach element. It was like the party
strip,
vibe.
Like the
right. But Cartagena, I heard, is lit as fuck.
Lit as fuck. It's got the old city. It's got the nice new buildings. Like your shit is fire.
I think I'm doing a wedding there in March. We'll find out. She's supposed to get back to me if she's confirming me. But
have you been to Medellin?
No, I've been to Bogota when I was a kid, but it's only been Cali.
Yeah.
And Pereira.
Yeah.
But
Medellin that's the thing.
I heard it's a vibe.
Yo, it's the best thing. Yo, I think about moving there. Sometimes I think about like leaving all this shit and just moving.
I want to buy real estate in Colombia. Like I definitely want to buy over there.
And when I go to Colombia, it's so hard for me to decide if I want to go to Cartagena or Medellin. Because I go to because Cartagena is like the Miami, you know, like it's like the cheap Miami, beautiful, you know. But then Medellin is like some shit you've never seen before. It's in the mountains. People live on the mountains and the lights, and it's incredible. Like the weather's perfect. Like, I love it over there. Like,
no, it's a vibe.
This is the first year in 5 years I haven't gone.
What?
I go every single year, multiple times, like 3 times a year to Colombia, and I haven't gone this year. Crazy.
We should plan a trip. We'll go to Colombia.
And they just, before, like a week ago, you had to get a COVID test and present to them to go over there. But now they lifted it. And you don't even need a COVID test. You could just hop on a flight.
I think I'm going to do my birthday in Colombia.
Do it.
Yes.
It's so lit. Like, bro. And I'm over there. I'm 3 times as rich and I'm 3 times as exotic. They look at me like I'm Brad Pitt over there. 6'1".
They love white guys.
6'2", green eyes. Like, ooh, forget about it.
Right.
Like, and then I speak Spanish.
Out of here.
It's a wrap.
Right.
It's a wrap. I got DJ Peewee here. I appreciate you pulling up.
Of course. I had mad fun.
How long have we been going? For like 2 hours or less? Oh, yeah. It's already 10. So one more time, please tell everybody where they can follow you.
At PEEXWeezy on everything.
I feel like how much is going to get edited out, though? We talked about a lot of...
We did talk about a lot.
Has a guy ever approached you in the club when you were single?
Ooh, these are good questions.
Or are you unapproachable in the club?
Yo, what I've been told is that I am intimidating. Women love me.
Well, a lot of women say that guys think they're intimidated by them. I don't understand.
I've been told that by guys. Like, guys will hit me like after they meet me, like DJing. Mm-hmm. They'll be like, "Yo, like, you seem kind of like intimidating, so I thought I'd like shoot my shot here." Do you think that you have? I mean, maybe you're working and it's like a focus, but like, do you think you give off like a bitchy vibe or something to people? I've never been told I'm bitchy.
Yeah,
but I have been told that like. I make it known that I'm not on that energy.
That's good though. You're there to work.
Yeah, and even guys that have like tried to be like, "Yo, what's good?" I'd be like, "I'm fucking working. Get the fuck out of my face."
Also, okay.
But girls don't give a fuck. Like girls.
So you've never hooked up with a girl after the club that you got back from it?
I really hope my mom doesn't see this. Okay, so I was like. Okay, I need to really figure out the terms for this because I don't want to disrespect anybody like in the LGBT community.
Okay.
But I went through a 1.5 phase where I only messed with girls. So I guess I was a lesbian for a 1.5 years.
Okay. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Like I just
you were experimenting.
Right. But I was really only exploring women. Mm-hmm. And then when I started DJing, I've never explored a woman. Like I have not done anything with a girl since 2015.
Got you. So nothing from the club like that.
Never. But I've had girls.
Damn. So now you just opened up
wild shit.
You just opened up a whole new box of topics that I have for you.
I know. I've had girls do wild shit.
At the club?
Yes. I'll tell you one of the stories that like to me was like just disgusting.
Was it while you were DJing?
Yes, it's always while I'm DJing. It's always like girls. So like the thing about girls' energy is that we're all very like, you're so pretty and like, oh my god, you got a fat ass. So like, very touchy. Like girls are like that when they drink.
You be wearing dresses when you DJ?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my! I don't worry about guys. I worry about girls.
Oh shit!
So like, I've had girls that they just get real touchy feely while I'm DJing and start like grabbing my ass, and I'm like, yo, because I had to tweet this once because I don't want to like go too hard with it because I understand that like women feel me, but I expect women to treat me the same as a man would treat me in a club. Like if I don't want no random fucking
respect
dude
is respect,
right?
Because if someone did that to a guy, it would be disrespectful. I mean, it would.
Bro, girls violate me. I'm telling you, I get violated by girls. I never deal with this with guys. I deal with it with women. Like girls don't have like when they're drinking and like when girls like a girl, especially straight girls that start feeling a girl on a sexual tip, it's like a different or aggressive energy.
Right.
They just become like animalistic with it a little bit.
Oh, shit.
So like I've literally had girls that like feel me up while I'm DJing and I'm like, yo, chill, and I'm being nice because I'm not gonna like be disrespectful. But like they get disrespectful. Like I've had girls grab while wearing a dress.
Yeah.
Dude, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I was wearing this dress once that was like, it was so tight that like if it rolled up a little bit, it was gonna roll up completely. And it rolled up fucking completely because she kept wilding with me. And like I got so pissed because everyone saw my ass. And like I'm not like that.
Yeah.
Like I take pride in being respectful in these environments.
Like violated.
But let me tell you the story about this girl. So I'm DJing.
Can you say the club?
It was in Atlanta.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I was in Atlanta.
You're safe.
It's always in Atlanta too. The craziest stories have been in Atlanta.
Because a lot of those girls are frustrated because a lot of the guys are gay.
I really think that's it, because I've had it in almost every city I've DJ'd. Girls have gone real crazy, but in Atlanta, it's been every time I DJ, and I've DJ'd in Atlanta a lot. But this one time I'm DJing, and this girl who's like, she's like in a trance, like she's like by me, like she's like dancing in front, and mind you, I'm like on a stage, and she's like down, and there's like a barricade too, and like she's there, and she's just like it was like if she fucking popped a Molly, and she's just like looking at me and like touching herself, like biting the lip, doing all that weird shit, looking at me, and I'm like, like, all right, whatever. She's like, and I'm like,
absolutely
nah. She's like, tell you something, and like I'm like, all right, fuck it, whatever, like let her up. Bro, she's like, I just have to tell you something. Like, this bitch is like in a full trance,
wasted.
I think she popped the Molly, and she's like, I have to tell you something. Like when she gets up there and like in my ear, right? She's like, grab my hand. And like I grab it, and I'm thinking she's gonna put it on her chest to like feel her heart or something. Like, you know, earthy bitches.
Oh my God.
I thought she was one of them earthy, but yo, she put my hand in her pants.
Wow.
And she was soaked.
That's crazy.
Soaked. And yo, and it wasn't even COVID then. I was like, yo, where the fuck is the hand sanitizer? Like, get this bitch off the stage. Like, that's when I got kind of mean, because I was like, I did not come here to DJ to feel some fucking sweaty box. Like,
was she attractive at least?
No. Damn. No. And like the thing is, I hate surprises in the sense that I don't hate surprises. In that setting, I didn't like the surprise because I didn't ask, or I wasn't feeling you like that.
That's crazy.
You know, like if a guy I liked did something, maybe then like, I'm with it.
No, even a guy you like, I mean, you would have to be out with him. Like I've done, you fellas at brunch, if you're with your chick, yo, and you want to go under the table and do what you got to do with your fingers, then stir your drink after and then lick your finger. That shit is a vibe too. But anyway, where was I?
Oh my God.
Where was I? Anyway,
but yeah, no, like that experience. That's when I realized, I was like, I have an energy to me as a DJ.
You know what it is? I think especially in Atlanta, you look super exotic to them, I think. With your hair. You know what?
It's true. It's Latina, cities, like, it's cities that are not a lot of...
They're culturally challenged. They're culturally... Like, that's why I don't know. I've never been to Atlanta. Right. But that's why I really don't like... I love Miami so much, and places like New York and places that are cultured, because... These people they see everyone that looks like them.
Right.
Like, you know what my shit is? I'm over, and I've therapy session. I've always been called, I never knew where I would fit in, because I've always been too black for the white crowd and too white for the black crowd.
Story of my life.
So I think to myself, like when people ask me, yo, who's your fan base? And I think to myself, yo, the people that I identify with and the people that I fuck with are the people that all their friends don't look like them. Like I'm gonna tell you who I fuck with. If you're white and you only hang out with white people, I'm probably not gonna end up fucking with you. If you're black and you only hang out with black people, I probably wouldn't end up fucking with you. If you're Latin and you only hang out with Latin people, I probably won't end up fucking with you.
Right.
But if you're diverse and you're cultured, then that's how I know we'll speak the same language. Right. That's me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
100%. I love that you said that, because I felt like I look like a mixed girl.
Right.
So like I'm too white for certain crowds, and I'm too this for certain crowds. You know, like, I feel you 100%.
That. So anyway, back to what we're talking. 24. Okay, so you said you went through an experimental year of only dealing with women. What made you want to go through that? Was it just like...
I was heartbroken. I dated a guy for 5 years, and he in every way broke my heart. Like in every way. I was a pendeja for 5 years. To a way
so extreme that it made you want to experiment with the opposite gender.
I was afraid of men. Like, so
I think a lot of women go through that, right?
Yeah. I mean, I wish I spoke to a therapist about that, because I really was like scared, because I know how I am when I get physical with people. That's why I don't get physical with a lot of people. So like, I know that I catch feelings and that I'm very emotional. So like, I was like, yo, I can't see myself doing that, but I want a presence. So like, I ended up, my first time ever doing anything with a girl was on my 22nd birthday. I don't remember it at all.
Fresh off the heartbreak.
fresh off the heartbreak. But like, I didn't come at her. She came at me. It was one of my best friends.
Oh shit.
And the thing that intrigued me and like had me like, yo, I'm gonna experiment with this, was that I didn't care the next day. Like,
what do you mean?
Every time like I said, I haven't hooked up with a lot of people because I am just too emotional.
Right.
I'm a little bitch.
You're passionate.
Very.
Right.
So like I've never been one to like just meet someone, fuck them, and then like that's it.
You haven't had a lot of one night stands. Right.
I don't think I've ever had a one night stand.
Wow.
No, I've never.
Snapple fact.
I've never. I just like thought about it. I was like, nah. But like with girls, it was fun, and I was able to like be open and not give a fuck.
Yeah.
And it became a control thing. So like I experimented with girls. I never like was dating a girl. It's just like in that time, the only sex that I hooked up with was a female, or like.
Did you when you were experimenting with that with women? Did you channel like masculine energy?
Yes. It was
so
like,
you were the one wearing the pants, like you were fucking them.
And even I think I portray that, especially with DJing. Like I think I exude that. That's the better word. Where I think that's why girls are just flock to me. It's everywhere I DJ. Girls are just like and it's I always get this. I never looked at a girl the way I look at you. There's no cocky shit. I think it's I think it's just the masculine energy that I exude when I'm in that environment. You get me?
Yeah.
So, and in that time when I like was in that, it was night and day difference. Like the way I am with men is so
really?
different. You're way different.
So, oh yeah, because you're submissive with men and you're dominant with women.
Exactly. So
you could get off both. I say both. I say men and women both have a masculine and a feminine energy in them. Most men, I think if most men weren't afraid to, how do I say this? For example, for me, like, you know, I make music and I'm a writer and I've written for a long time. I prefer to write from a female's perspective.
Right.
It's weird. Like, I don't know how to explain it. You know what I'm saying?
I understand it.
So I think everyone has like a masculine and a feminine side to them.
You should read The Way of the Superior Man. That book.
What is that?
The Way of the Superior Man. Every man should read it. I've never heard of another girl. Oh, my best friend read it. She's a girl. It's really... it's a book that really digs deep on like the thinking of a man, so you can conquer that as a man and know how to be the superior man that you can be, right? So I bring that up because in that book they talk about polarity. Like the world revolves around polarity in every way, right? So any relationship, whether it's heterosexual or homosexual, they only balance themselves out from polarity. So if there's a homosexual relationship, one person in the relationship is the female energy, and one's the submissive, right? The female energy or the male energy. It can't really be two, right? Like two alphas don't work,
right? I agree with that.
You know, so like I think that goes to what you're saying.
So what did you in that period when you were experimenting with women? Like, would you? I mean, I wouldn't say recommend it to women, but like I'm sure you learned a lot through that experience of dealing with women. Like
I learned a lot about myself for sure. I'm not opposed to women now. I got asked.
But
recently,
like, would you learn? Like, did you learn something from it that helped you in your feud with men? Maybe like
100%. I learned the whole thing, the submissive and dominant. Like I learned that with men, I don't want to be dominant at all.
Got you.
I feel like I'm a very business oriented person in real life and every day. Like I'm like a very leader.
You're assertive, right?
With a lot of things in my life that when I come home or like whatever I'm dealing with, I want to kind of be led. Like I don't want to be the alpha in a relationship too. Yeah. You know? Yeah. I also learned that I don't know if I want to say this publicly, but like I learned that sexually with women.
Have you? Damn, now I want to ask you some more questions.
Go ahead.
Have you had? Has the most intense orgasm you've had come from a female or a male?
A male.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
These women were like doing.
But you know what it was too? I was more so in control of things, and like I didn't really want a girl on me like that. It was a very weird place in my life.
Got you.
I would say it's a guy. But I would love to have a girlfriend.
Have you? would you be open to having a man and bringing women into the relationship?
Yeah. Like my ideal relationship would be one that like, okay, my ideal relationship would be that we're together, we're loyal to each other. But like if I ever wanted to bring someone in,
that'd be okay.
Yeah, but I feel like if he wanted to, it wouldn't work.
Right. Well, I could. Okay, let me say this. If you decide to be with a man and you want to experiment with women and bring women into the relationship and channel that and fuck the girl together, you and your man are fucking her together, then he's never going to cheat on you.
You really think so?
I think that's, and it's so, Chopz, you just want a threesome, like you just want, you know what I mean? Like, I think so. Because what men love is novelty. They love, there's nothing better than new pussy. There's nothing better than new pussy. And especially men that are addicted to porn. They watch 30 minutes of porn, they just saw 30 different women. They're clicking crazy, it fucks your brain up. Right. So when a man is feeling like that he wants something new, you could bring that.
Right. But I want something new too, but I don't want a guy.
But see, that's your masculine energy talking. And most women are afraid to channel that masculine energy the same way men are afraid to channel the feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So I think that twice a year or just for his birthday, whatever, you bring a girl in that you pick.
I think I love to travel. So it's like if we're traveling.
You want it to be a girl you don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it to be a friend of mine. For sure.
Or like in the same city.
I would be, if in a perfect world, right? If I knew that it was going to go smooth and I knew that I was always going to feel appreciated and I'll never feel like weird about it, I would love to have a temporary girlfriend with my man.
Right. That would, you know what I think has to happen? I think that because I know what women are afraid of. Women are afraid of that the man is going to like, I need to establish loyalty with your man. So the first 2 years, 3 years, don't do it. Just be with your man. And then once that third, fourth year kicks in, then try it. Knowing already that you and your man have a bond.
You're super solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Like, I don't want to ever tap into that prematurely.
I've happened to me.
I've
said in another podcast, like I counted 3.5 threesomes, but
good shit.
One of the threesomes that I've had, my first threesome was with my girl at the time, and she didn't really like girls. She did it for me, and you can never force that on women because I've heard that if girls don't like girls, it doesn't work. You're wasting your time. And it happened to me because we started hooking up, and the girl went to go eat my girl's pussy. My girl was like, "Nah, I can't do it," and it got awkward. It got like, yeah. So, I mean, so, you know, that was like, you know, a threesome horror story. But I think that you can't force women into that. They have to really, because I tell women all the time, and women that say, yo, you just want to fuck another bitch. No. That's not why I want a threesome. I don't get off. I don't want to fuck another bitch. That's not why I get off. I get off watching y'all two hook up. Right. Like, that's the dope part of the threesome. So if you don't want to hook up with her and you don't really like her, then I don't even want it. Like, I don't even want to do it.
Right. I mean, I would say 60% for me, because my thing is I love relationships that are open, fun. Like, all right, I'm the type of girlfriend, my ex could attest to this. I'm the type of girlfriend that like a girl with a fat ass walks by and I'll be like, yo, babe, damn, yo, she got a fat ass, like, yo, you know, and like, or they'll tap me and be like, yo, look at that. Like, I am not. I
think that's so important. Right. I think that quality in women is so important.
Right. Because guess what? I'm confident in myself. For a long time, I wasn't confident in myself. So I don't think I could have done that. But I'm so confident in me that like, if you left me for someone else, that's your fucking loss.
Facts.
You know? So like, it's something that I just think like a friendship and relationships is the most important. Right. So like, I'd be dumb as fuck to think that the person I'm dating is never going to be attracted to anyone from when we start dating. Yeah. That's so stupid, because I meet guys that I'm like, wow, they're good looking, but I'm not going to pursue them. Right. You know, so like, I love that friendship. It makes me happy. Like, if the person I'm seeing is like, yo, she's bad. Yeah. Because it's like, okay, they feel comfortable to talk to me about that.
And they're like, I don't know.
I know so many of my girlfriends that are like, bitch, you are crazy. When I have these conversations with them, they think I'm literally crazy, but I've been cheated on before, but like my last 2 situations, I wasn't cheated on. Yeah. But I think it was because I was open.
Right. That's important. That's good because as soon as a guy feels like he's trapped and he can't,
But same with me.
But when that happens, guys lose their vitality and they get fat and they don't want to work out and they don't care about themselves and they let themselves go because they feel like they're Shamu in the tank, like they can't be in the wild anymore. They're trapped. You know what I mean?
But same with me.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Like if I feel trapped, like if I feel like I can't be open like that.
Would it only be with girls that you'd want to experiment with? Or
I wouldn't want to be like a swinger or nothing. Nah, hell no.
Even though I'd be thinking I want to go to Miami Velvet, just check it out.
I want to too.
I want to see it so bad.
I just want it because I heard that it's a club. Like it's like a club
like a membership.
Right, but I heard that it's not all fucking. Like it's not all like, but I've been wanting to just go. I know I wouldn't get down. I just want to go.
I'd be wondering if I go to the bar and get a drink and some guy comes up to me like, yo, I want you to fuck my girl there. Like, you're going to
do it 100%.
Depends what the both of them look like. You know what I mean? But
probably for the experience, you'll do it.
She got to be at least attractive, like semi-attractive.
Have you ever had swingers hit on you?
No.
I've had it once.
The girl or the guy or both?
The couple, so it was my ex-boyfriend and I. We went to, what was Story before Story? It started with an A, I think.
Amnesia.
Yeah. We're at Amnesia and we're walking in and these this couple, whatever, these fucking weirdos. They were like, yo, you guys trying to get in? And we're like, yeah, we're two broke motherfuckers. We're like, yeah. And they're like, all right, come on, let's go. So we go in and then like we start seeing the vibe, how like the girl's talking to him, the guy's talking to me. And then like, oh, yo, let's get out of here. Let's leave.
Let's get out of here. Is that the line? That's the line right there. Let's get out of here. Let's.
So we're like, they have a limo, bro. They're like some rich ass motherfuckers. They have a limo.
I would have been like, I'll do it if you pay me. You probably could have got the bag.
We left because we started to feel the vibe got weird. So we didn't even we knew something was up. So we left.
Yeah.
And I was young. I was 20.
Yeah, you weren't ready for that.
Nah, like now I wouldn't say I would accept money for it, but I would probably be more mature about it.
Yeah, like
not as naive.
I want to find like I want a sugar mama. I think I want to find like a 50-year-old, 60-year-old that wants some young dude, and I just gotta fuck her good, and she'll pay me some bread. Like I'm with that life.
But women, so our libido grows with age.
Is that true? I thought the peak was 30, 31, and that was it. Like 29, 30, 31, 32.
I don't know.
At the end of the day, women go through menopause like at 40, no?
Okay, so like the menopause phase, I guess, like that's when it changes, I guess. But the freakiest people I know are the older ones.
I would say 27 or 28 to like 33. Like that age range.
Right.
Is,
Your libido's the highest? Well, look.
For women. I
think... Because I know people older than that the freaky as hell.
Oh, yeah.
I think that guys who want that situation, they need to know that, like, yo, they got to work right. Because they want to get fucked all day long.
That keeps you young.
Yeah.
I feel like that keeps you young.
It does. But, like, I think sugar mama, sugar baby situations are ideal.
Like, you think guys could have OnlyFans? Like...
I think it only works the way this guy that I was talking about, the way he has it, because he has it where he's doing these IG model girls. The girl next door, IG model girl that you want to see that wasn't doing that.
So it's not about him. It's not. But don't you think there's like the way there's lonely guys signing up for OnlyFans? Don't you think there's lonely chicks in the middle of fucking Missouri that like?
I think it only works with like homosexual stuff. Like if it's like a gay
the guys that I do know I know like we know them too. Like there's a couple of them, we'll say no names, like male influencers. I know one specifically that's popping on OnlyFans. He's making like $14,000 a month.
Why?
But gay guys. Mad gay guy.
Right.
But then, as men to men, we have that talk like, before, like, I feel like 5-6 years ago, we'd be like, hell no, I don't want no gay guy watching me. But then you think about, that doesn't make you gay if he's watching you.
Okay. I always have this talk with someone. So what is the line of what's gay? So that's not gay.
I don't know this guy. He's on his computer. I don't care what the fuck he does. Okay, if I just post pictures
is it gay? If a guy were like, I'll give you $1,000 to send me a dick pic, and he sent it, is that gay?
Holy shit, Do you know this happened to... that's crazy that you say this, that this happened to me. And I asked my sister. I was like, some guy wants to send me... It was like $500 for a dick pic.
I would have sent What?
You know what my sister told?
The guy would have sent it.
My sister was like, just go to Pornhub and screenshot a dick and send it to him.
And you did it.
Nah.
You didn't?
I didn't do it.
Honestly, I don't think that makes you...
I'm not about to...
I don't think it makes you gay. I don't think it makes you gay.
Sending a dick pic to a guy who wants to pay you for a dick pic.
You know why, if I were you, I wouldn't have done it?
It takes too much effort. Like, there's too much effort into me.
Nah. You know why? That's not even it. I'm going to say really why, like if I was in your shoes, why I would be hesitant about it. Because if the possibility ever came out that it would come out that I did that,
I wouldn't have my face in it.
Right.
Like that's the one thing.
But like if I knew that like no one would know about it.
Right.
If I was a guy, I would definitely send that shit. Yeah. What the fuck? For sure. I don't think it's gay.
It's tough.
But then there's people that
But then I don't want to talk to you ever again.
Right.
Like, don't talk to me after. Like, yo, I was so about that dick pic. Like, yo, fam, do not. Like, I'll send it to you, but you're getting blocked. Right. You're getting the smooth block, like, right after.
So, what if a guy kisses a guy?
Gay.
That's what I say.
I couldn't do it.
But what if a girl kisses a girl?
It's a double standard. It's not gay.
It's double standard as fuck. But
double
I don't
standards
think it's
exist.
gay.
We have to acknowledge that double standards exist in this life. Like, everything is not going to be. Men and women are different. They're wired differently. It can't be that way.
I've literally gotten in arguments about this. Like, if girls kiss, the reason I think it's different too is because
would a girl want a threesome with two men? I mean, some girls would, but that's like the minority, right?
No, that's a majority, and I appreciate that when women are open about that.
So, out of 100% of women, you would say, and these women that are into threesomes, you would say 50 want another girl and 50 want another guy?
I think all of them, if they're into threesomes, want it with another girl.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of them, like, they all want that. Mm-hmm. But I think they also would be open to two guys. They're just not going to be vocal about that.
Like 50% of them, would you say?
Yeah. I think when you're sexually open, like, if you go to Europe and it goes down, then, like, they're going to take that opportunity.
But yo...
If no one found out.
You want to hear some real raw shit?
What?
I lost my virginity and I mean, it's a train. Like,
really?
Yeah, that's the only train I ever had in my life. That was the only other time that there was more. How many
people?
3 of us.
3? Oh shit! And they were like, "Yo, come on, little motherfucker."
It was like I call it a hit and switch. It was like, you come, go, then switch up, you go. It's not like 3 guys on the girl at the same time on some like, it was like a hit and switch. Yeah, but we were like in the room. But I was like, I was 17 years old, and it was with my boys, me and my boy and his older brother. And his older brother was the 22-year-old while we were 17. Like, yo, I got this girl. She's nasty. She's with the shit. And I'm 17. I want to lose my virginity.
Right.
And I didn't have that virginity pressure of like one-on-one with my girlfriend. I looked at it like it was a sport. Like if I was like playing a game of basketball, you know, I didn't have that pressure. So, yo, that's crazy. I've said that shit like 3 times.
Damn. Oh my God. So wait, how do you find these girls that are so open for trains?
I don't know. That's
not judging.
I've never found that. That was only when I was 17 years old and my boy's brother found the girl. He was 22. But I've never, and I'm not even interested. I don't even want another guy in the bed. The only way I'd have another guy in the bedroom is if he was fucking his girl and I was fucking my girl. And we're just there in the same room.
Right.
I'm with that.
And then the swap.
Yeah. I mean, if I couldn't do it with my girl. And if it was 2 randoms, I would do it. But like, I'm into like people watching. Like I've had a girl.
You need to go to that club.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't want a guy watching. You know what I'm saying? I've had like one of my threesomes that I had. It was more of like the other girl like, yo, film it. Cause I need, I'm about to get into another story.
Yo, what a DJ story that is. I feel like every guy DJ has some wild stories like that. Like girl DJ, we don't. I mean, honestly,
you got fucking whole felt up on.
But like that happened and I wasn't with it. Like if I was a party animal, I just have a very like seriousness, as open as I am, and I'm very friendly. I'm down to party and shit. Yeah. But like I have like a serious vibe to me too.
Yeah.
That like, I don't know. Like I'm not with the shits like to be fucking around with random people. Like it's just not me. It's not my personality. Yeah. I don't have like that rock starness to me.
I mean, to say you've never had a one night stand is like,
I've never
that's
had a one night stand.
commendable. I would say you maybe, what would we say? Like 80% of women have had a one night stand. So for you not to have
them, I applaud women.
Right, we're not judging them.
Yeah.
But to say that's not your thing.
I'm really thinking I've never had a one night stand.
even like in your college days at FSU? For you not to have a one night stand at FSU was like a worldwide record. Like,
no, I swear I was in a relationship.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, out there I never had a one night stand. Oh no, never.
That's crazy.
It's like I liked the guys.
Yeah, like you were booed up.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I'm the wifey. Like I one day want to be a mom and a wife.
Are you always putting on music when you're in your vibe, in your lusty vibe?
No, because I think it's awkward sometimes. Sometimes it fucks me up because I'm such a music head that like
you be listening to the music and shit. Like,
yeah, like you know, you doing it to the music and stuff. It's like
sometimes I fucked up.
It makes it awkward.
Sometimes I fucked up and I fuck up and I put the R&B when I should be putting the trap. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that type of sex.
Trap could be
like
too much sometimes too.
Right. But if it's like in the background type shit, you know, then you're good. But
follow my Apple Music playlist because I got some good ones.
I got mine too, and we'll trade playlists.
Yes.
But we here. All right.
Cheers. Yo, two DJs linking up. We've never linked up
outside of a club. There's so many conversations that I haven't had with people outside of a club. Like I want to talk you out of the club.
Right. You know, I love and appreciate my friendships with DJs. I love and appreciate my friendships with DJs like so much. Like my closest friends are DJs, so like
because you could share the struggles and like have like the real, you know. So appreciate you pulling up.
Of course. And you know, even though we're like in competition of some sort, I don't see it like that. Like it's all love.
Yo, that's crazy opportunity that you say that because, like I said, 1 + 1 = 3 to me. Like
same.
People be like, there's too much money for everybody out here. Like
I feel like the DJs that think like that other people and other DJs are food, don't strive.
They're insecure.
And they don't strive. I like the DJs I know. Damn, I don't want to say names. Is it recording?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna say names. Don't say names. But like, there's DJs I know that like, they could be massive, but they're worried about the next person. It's like, yo, there's room for this DJ game. There's room for fucking everybody.
The thing is that DJs need to look at like we're not enemies of each other. Our enemies are like club owners and like promoters and like DJs. We need to stick together.
Yo.
If all of us did our own event, like if we came together and made one event by the DJs. For the DJs, by the DJs.
Please include this, please. Like, yes, like 100%.
Like,
that's why I said, I think with COVID, the next direction that DJs like you and myself, the DJs that have been doing this shit for years, that we know our worth, like the next step is really owning our shit. The same way artists turn to owning their fucking masters.
Equity.
You know, like, yeah, like it's all about equity at this point. Like, I think that's the next step.
Why am I going to make this guy fucking $60,000?
Right.
You know, why can't we have a piece of that?
And the bottle girls making money off us. Everybody makes money off us.
Off the shit we play and we getting paid so and so amount.
If the DJ's trash, people are not staying.
Facts.
Period.
And if the DJ's popping, people are staying. And guess what? They're going to come next week too. And that's how you build regulars. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, yeah, that's a fact.
Right, for sure.
All right, DJ Peewee in here, Miami on the rocks.
Truth or truth?
Okay, let's see. Truth or truth with it. You want to go first or you want me to go first?
You go first.
All right. Let's see. Top or bottom?
Bottom.
Your turn.
That was so nasty.
Get it off, Capricorn. I'm gonna square you up. Yo, if we edit the shit might sound like that.
Right. Do you eat booty on the first night?
Damn, that's a good question.
Or when do you, if you do?
If it's like a chick from the club,
no,
sweaty
girl
type
you're interested in.
If it's something, there's been women that I've fucked that I've wanted for 3, 4, 5 years.
Oh, so when you got
the lust is built up. So I've had that happen maybe twice where I've wanted this girl. I've been lusting after this girl for years, and it finally the stars align. So like when it's that, I'm going all in. Like you're about to get 4 years of this lust like that I've been like lusting you. But anyway.
But chick coming home from the club, no.
No, you're gonna hop in the shower. I mean, no, a random chick, no. If it's a girl like that I know from the club that we've been talking, then yeah. But just we're gonna hop in the shower first. Like that's one thing I will not do is like straight from the club sex. Like because I'm nasty, and for me to get nasty, we have to be clean. Like I cannot like.
But like I feel like I just never experimented with people like in this DJ. Like I've been in a relationship for 3.5 years, and then like single, COVID, and then like now. I'm not in a relationship now, but like, you know, I'm dealing with someone.
I feel like the dynamic is so different with you being a female DJ who works in the industry. Like you I guess you can, right? But like,
honestly, if I wanted to be a hoe, I could be a hoe.
Yeah.
But I just, for one, it's not me, and two, it would hurt me.
Right.
And any girls that are listening to this, yo, like, you do not need to get your way from fucking.
Yeah.
Yo, you don't. Like, you can get your way so much more by not fucking. And anybody that wants to fuck you for like some shit.
How do you feel about this though? Getting your way by making someone believe that they have the possibility to fuck you.
Okay, so I was gun-ho about that. Like, giving guys hope is the power of the pussy without giving them that.
Because if I was a girl, I feel like I'd get to the top in 3 fucks or less. I'd fuck my way into only like, give me 2 fucks and I'd get there to the top.
But guess what? I learned from that maturity, right? Because I was gun-ho about that mentality. Like, as long as I give people hope, I'm always going to get my way. No. When you're good at what the fuck you do, and I feel like when people book me, they know what they're getting. I'm not the best fucking DJ in the world, but I'm not a push button DJ. I think I could compete and be next to these top guys like yourself, right? And
for sure,
like, I think that I've grown into that, and I made that shit clear that I don't need to give anybody hope. It's like, either you're gonna get creme de la creme or you're gonna get the bullshit, the girl DJ that doesn't know what the fuck she's doing, you know?
So you're not the flirtatious type to like make these promoters and owners kind of...
Yo, these promoters call me sis. These owners, I've never had a club owner hit on me. I can't think of... I've had one that was on some junk shit that did, like, you know, said some stupid shit, but like, I've never, like, they always hit me with the respect, because that's how, and I always try to tell
give off that energy.
I tell girls that when you give that, you'll get more. You get more 100%. And anybody that's only trying to fuck you, when that's their only intent, that's when they'll dead you and you won't get your way with them, because that was their only fucking intent in the first place.
You gave them everything already. Like, there's nothing more. That's why I was saying the hope thing, like,
and they'll eventually end up hating you when you don't fuck them. So it's a double-edged sword. So like, I'm good. Like, I'd rather people respect me, for what it is, like, for the DJ shit. You know.
DJ Peewee, thank you for pulling up.
Thank you for having me.
Bam! Everyone got your social media already?
Yep. At PXWeezy, PEEXWEEZY.
There it is, and we'll probably do a party soon.
Yes. And, yo, stay tuned.
I'm selling candles and soaps out here on your DJ. Step your fucking game up, yo.